Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pasquale Maggiore coming to you once again from the Ivan the Impaler Memorial Broadcast booth with more great Buffalo Championship Wrestling action. We are looking back at an event that took place last April at the Renaissance Club in North Tonawanda. About to see a great Buffalo Championship Wrestling match. The Gashed Darren Crowe is going to battle a veteran grappler from up north, the Old Dogg, Dann Jarris, who's making his Buffalo Championship Wrestling debut this afternoon at the Renaissance Club. Your referee for this contest, Brody Cole. Thank you once again to the staff and the members at the Renaissance Club for opening up their doors and hosting another great afternoon of Buffalo Championship Wrestling action. Both of these men sizing each other up to get this contest started. If you've been a fan of Buffalo Championship Wrestling, you know the impact that Darren Crowe has made in BCW the last couple of years. Strong collar and elbow tie-up to get this contest started. Dann Jarris getting the advantage. Are we going to see a clean break? Yes, we are. Jarris showing off that fist, but he did not deliver. Once again, in the early on here, both these competitors sizing each other up. Jarris go behind. Nice waist lock takedown floating over. Good amateur wrestling here by the Old Dogg. Can Crowe find his way out of this? Now Crowe pushing Jarris back to the corner. Brody Cole putting the count on. Clean break by Crowe. Dann Jarris maybe not happy with that break. Ducking out of the ring. Taking his time here like an old veteran would. Crowe having words for Dann Jarris jawing up here. The crowd here at the Renaissance Club not happy with Dann Jarris' tactics there. Taking a little bit too much time after that break. Another strong lock up here. Side headlock by Dann Jarris. Wrenching on the neck of Darren Crowe. Crowe shooting Jarris off. Big shoulder tackle there by the Old Dogg. Taking Crowe down to the mat. Crowe felt that one. Once again, the crowd not happy with Dann Jarris here at the Renaissance Club. They are solidly behind the Gashed Darren Crowe. Now another side headlock by the Old Dogg. Wrenching it and wrenching it. Oh, holding on to it. Crowe doing whatever he can to get him off. Headlock takeover there by Dann Jarris. Continues to work that headlock in the middle of the ring. Brody Cole checking in to make sure it's not a choke. And it's looking clean. Now Crowe gonna try to shoot him off again. This time he does. Another shoulder tackle by Dann Jarris on Darren Crowe. Jarris off the ropes. Crowe ducking down. Big arm drag there by the Gashed. And another. Big drop kick. Gonna stagger Dann Jarris, who heads out to the apron. Flurry of offense there by the Gashed Darren Crowe. But Dann Jarris getting right back in the ring. Ready to continue this. Drop toe hold. Oh, nice boot there to the lower back by the Gashed Darren Crowe. Coming in, up and over. What's Crowe gonna do? On that second rope, trying to get his footing. Oh, missed that knee. Dann Jarris going to the midsection to take Crowe down. Crowe had a hard time getting his balance on the second rope. That was his costly mistake there for Darren Crowe. Jarris shooting him off. Ducking the clothesline. Big drop kick there by the Gashed Darren Crowe. Once again, the crowd solidly behind Darren Crowe here at the Renaissance Club. Darren Crowe has been on both sides of the fence here at Buffalo Championship Wrestling. Not sure how he's reacting to being cheered by the faithful here at the Renaissance Club. Now Crowe with some shots with the right hand. Throwing Jarris back in the ring. Brody Cole putting the 10 count on. Ringside photographer Tom Stevens capturing all the action. Dirty tactic there by Dann Jarris, using the rope to his advantage, taking over. 1, 2, 2 count only. Crowe able to get that right shoulder up. As I mentioned, Tom Stevens getting the photos for our Instagram and Facebook feeds at BCWWNY. Make sure you check those out. Boot there by Dann Jarris to the side of the head of Darren Crowe. Crowe definitely phased by that. Jarris pulling the hair of Darren Crowe. Crowe in a lot of pain. Brody Cole going in to break that up. Nice forearm to the back of the head by the Old Dogg to Darren Crowe. Crowe in trouble in the corner. Now Jarris gonna put the boots to Darren Crowe. Once again, Brody Cole, a great official here at Buffalo Championship Wrestling, on top of these two competitors with the count. Big short clothesline by Dann Jarris. 1, 2. Gets a 2 count there. Jarris going right back to that side headlock. He's going to continue to wear down Darren Crowe, cutting off his oxygen. Now he's wrenching that neck. Wow, what an attack by the Old Dogg here at the Renaissance Club in North Tonawanda. Now he's dropping some elbows. Picking him back up. What are we going to see here? Beautiful neck breaker. Continuing the onslaught. 1, 2. Crowe once again getting that right shoulder up. Dann Jarris admonishing Brody Cole, saying he thought he counted a little bit too slow. Now working him over that middle rope. Wow, what a maneuver here. He's probably going to take a risk. Takes it right up to 4 before he breaks it, using the rules to his advantage. Picking him back up. Crowe trying to fire back with those right hands, and he does. Forearms, forearms. Shooting him off. Reversal. Coming back around. Up and over. Sunset flip. Can he get him? Can he get him? No. Dann Jarris with that right hand, cutting him right back off. Smart maneuver by the Old Dogg. Coming off the ropes. Big leg drop. Right to the throat. And another. Yes. Right to the throat of Darren Crowe. 2 count as this match goes along. It's going to be harder and harder for Crowe to breathe. We've seen the strategy here by Dann Jarris. Work on that head, work on that neck, cut out the air supply. We're going to see a DVD here. What's he going to do? Ooh, nice high back breaker on the knee. Beautifully executed by the Old Dogg. Very arrogant, very cocky cover. He's not going to get a victory that way, as once again Crowe gets that right shoulder up, and he's still in this match. Jarris at this point is just toying with Darren Crowe, dropping a knee to the forehead. Perfectly executed. Now a knee to the back, and another. Crowe has got to get back in this match, or else this is going to come to an end very, very quickly, as Dann Jarris continues to crank and crank on the neck. Now the shoulders of the gashed Darren Crowe. Crowe's going to try to spin out of this. He's got to get out of this for whatever he can do. Right back at it. The Old Dogg continuing his attack, continuing his assault on Darren Crowe. Going for a suplex. Didn't get all of it, but he got enough. Crowe was fighting that one off. Brody Cole telling Dann Jarris once again, another 2 count. Jarris, I believe, has got to come up with something a little more high impact to finish off this match. He's been methodical, but he's got to pull something big out of his bag of tricks. Now he puts Crowe up to the top rope. Maybe this is what we're going to see here. Crowe, maybe a superplex. Jarris going to try to hook him. Crowe fighting back. Fighting back. Headbutt by Crowe, and Jarris goes down. Rolling over to the other side of the ring. Is this the opportunity that Darren Crowe needed to get right back in this match? He's going to the top rope. Oh, but Dann Jarris cutting him right back off. Once again, another smart maneuver by the Old Dogg, hooking him. Got him in the middle of the ring. DVD, that could do it. 1, 2, and no! Darren Crowe at the very last second, getting that right shoulder up, breaking up the count. Now Dann Jarris is very frustrated. He thought for sure he had the victory there, got in Brody Cole's face. Now Jarris having some words for Darren Crowe. Crowe fighting back with a right hand. Jarris staggered and a forearm. Jarris goes down. Darren Crowe back in this match, back elbow. Takes Jarris right down to the mat. Goes for the boot, but it's blocked. Ooh, nice enziguri coming through on the other end with that kick. Taking Dann Jarris down. Darren Crowe is all the way back. Second rope. Nice moonsault from the second rope. 1, 2, 2. Oh, 2 count only. Dann Jarris with the presence of mind to kick out of that. Now Crowe, what are we going to see here? Coming up behind Dann Jarris. Having more words for him. Arm wringer. Is he going? He's going for sliced bread, but Jarris blocked it. Beautiful maneuver into a shoulder breaker. Great back and forth action here at the Renaissance Club in North Tonawanda. What's Jarris going to do? He's going to the top rope. All the way up to the high rent district. Oh, went for a senton, but he missed it. Missed it. Darren Crowe, this is his chance. This is his opportunity. Sliced bread. 1, 2, 3. Big victory here this week for the Gashed Darren Crowe at the Renaissance Club in North Tonawanda, New York. Great back and forth action. Your referee Brody Cole was on top of everything in this match. Fans, be on the lookout for more from the Gashed Darren Crowe right here in Buffalo Championship Wrestling. We'll see you back here next week.